Hello everyone and welcome back to Tabletop Unboxing. I'm your host, the Board Game Nerd, and today we're going to be reviewing one of the best deck builder games ever made. Aeon's End is a game many of you should know about. Released in 2016 to critical acclaim, it has garnered awards for Best Solo and Cooperative Game before being nominated for Best Card Game in 2018. This is my copy, which has a few expansions and upgrades, but we'll just be covering the base game in this review. These are the cardboard tokens that the original game came with, however I've never actually used them because I upgraded with the accessory pack. Yeah, accessories! The accessory pack basically allows you to track your health using these 10-sided dice, as well as keeping track of your charge using the blue crystals and so on and so forth. So, if you ever come back to me and be like, Trent, why isn't my game as good as yours? And I'm all like, you should listen, that's why. You'll be fighting these huge bosses called Nemesis during each game, and there are 4 in the base set. These Nemesis come with their own standard deck, which is shared between all of them, as well as Nemesis-specific cards, which allows you to variate the gameplay between each Nemesi. That's not all though, because all Nemesis come with their own set of rules, gimmicks, and a difficulty rating. They're all just really fucking hard, but never in a way that's unfair. There will be times when the game will be stacked incomprehensibly against your favor. Game cheats, I'm the greatest. But those instances are very far and few. Almost always you'll be given a fair chance to build up your deck and become a force to be reckoned with. That's actually one of the best things about this game. The game is so hard that every spell that you're able to buy and every hit you're managed to chip off the Nemesis all that more satisfying. You play as 2 to 4 Breach Mages, each of which comes with their own starting deck and 1 unique character card. That's not all though, because each mage comes with their own unique ability that you're able to charge up and then use to tip the odds into your favor. Similar to the real world, everything costs money, and in order to charge up your character's skills, you need at least 2 currency to do so, and every character requires multiple charges in order to be able to activate their skill. So if you decide to charge up your skill, you lose out on buying stronger cards and focusing your breach, which I won't get into because this isn't a rules video. So not only do you need to balance damaging the minions and the Nemesis itself, but you also have to prioritize optimizing your deck, your skill charges, as well as your health meter. And also, did I forget to mention that the town of Gravehold also has its own HP bar that you have to make sure doesn't go down to 0, otherwise you lose. So not only are you fighting to protect your life, you have to do so while protecting this asset. Now you may be thinking, wow, isn't this incredibly luck-based and not fun at all because you're at the mercy of your own deck? Well, that's where you're wrong, my friend, because inside this game, you do not shuffle your deck at all. How it works is, when you need to draw cards, your discard pile is simply flipped over, like so, and then you draw cards from it. You can more or less discard cards in any order you want, so you can prioritize your strongest cards and the most urgently needed ones to see the most play throughout the gameplay. And not only that, you are also able to choose what cards are for sale in the market, so you can tailor every game to counter the Nemesis you are fighting. Is he summoning a bunch of monsters? Well, let's get a bunch of cheap spells that do some small damage. Is he hitting us every turn? Well, let's pick a healing mage along with some recovery items inside our market. The game makes it so you never feel cheated, because it has given you every single opportunity to fight back against it, and the end result is one of the most satisfying and addicting games I have ever played. With so many expansions, and I mean a lot of expansions, I haven't even opened this one. Your cast of 8 mages and 4 Nemesi can grow to double digits, so to master and defeat every single one can take a remarkably long time, but it's a very enjoyable one. That said, you don't really need to buy any of the expansions because the base game comes with an immense amount of replayability. I found that even when I got new mages, I just tend to stick to the same cast because, well, they suit my playstyle. Be warned though, not all characters are built the same, and some are definitely better than others. That's not to say that the characters are badly designed, because every Nemesis requires a different skill set, but you will find that some of them, these guys in particular, can be placed in every single situation, which is good news for you because they come in the base game. Now let's talk about my biggest complaint in this game. The artwork. It's dark, gritty, and I personally do not like it. To be honest, it's the least captivating part about this game, and the reason I put off playing it for so long. The characters are bland. The setting of Gravehold is as generic can be. Now look at that town. The Nemesis from the base game don't even look intimidating. It's more like something you'll find from a coloring book rather than something someone spent hours bringing to life. The Nemesis cards don't even have their own artwork. They just have the Nemesis in the background as an overlay over some text. The artwork was so bad in the first print run that they had to redo a lot of it during the second edition, which is the one I'm showing you today. When I asked people who haven't tried Aeon's End yet to give it a go, guess what they say? They just don't like the look of it. Now, it's not repulsive, but for a game with such solid mechanics and gameplay, it's sad to see the artwork fail in such a way that it deters new players from even giving it a chance. Board games do not have to be a work of art, but in a world where people back shitty Kickstarters because of the miniatures and art, it's hard to understate the value of it. So overall, Aeon's End is a modern-day masterpiece with solid gameplay and mechanics held back only by its artwork. I'd give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Coincidentally, I just read that the creators of Aeon's End is creating a brand new version of it called Aeon's End Outcast on Kickstarter, which I'll link to down below. It will improve new and improved gameplay as well as well, better artwork. Thank you for tuning into this review, and I hope that has helped you decide whether you want to play this game or buy it or rent it out. Go crazy, treat yourself. Let me know about your thoughts and feelings about this game, as well as any criticisms you have about this video in the comments below. If you enjoyed my video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more Board Game Nerd content. Until next time guys, I'll see you.